The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned. And we're live.
Hey! Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of the Chaos Cruise, continuing adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Last time, Turbulence, who is the girlfriend of Vex's character Kumar, and the estranged older sister of Scotty's character Patience, bonded with Callie's character, Aralee, while they were both in detention. Washing dishes in the kitchen with the most disgusting cook ever. Turbulence, however, revealed that she's on a secret mission to hijack something big that the headmaster of this magic academy, Trobriand, the Metal Mage, is supposedly building in secret somewhere down in Undermountain. Both Aralee and Kumar agreed to help, adding to the crew's already tangled list of deals they've made while down here. So that's fine. Lilia, whose player is unfortunately not here right now, was ambushed last time, and her friends arrived to fight off the necromancer Nihilus Jowd and his bodyguard, the Black Viper, a legendary rogue from the history of Waterdeep, who kind of has a grudge against the Chaos Crew after previous run-ins with them. Did not end well. Lilia is currently unconscious and on 2 failed death saves in a trash pit full of toxic sludge. Aralee, I believe, leapt after her at the end of last session. Solaris and Sunspot are fighting the Black Viper and the Necromancer's ogre zombie minion. While I believe Patience, Kurayami, and Kumar are at each of the doors into this room, basically. So that is where we are at. We actually already rolled initiative last time. So, Sunspot, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Any other explanation of anything? Just tell me. It's been a week.
I'm about to do a lot.
Okay, excellent. I love it.
Your shirt is very appropriate.
So I'm going to start my turn using my free action to use the chronolometer.
Okay.
To activate Time Bandit.
Ooh.
So first I got to roll a d6 to see which one takes
Excellent.
You explode. No saves.
Okay. This was fine. So I got a 4, so I can, if I fail a saving throw, attack, or ability, I can re-roll and use the new one.
Okay. Cool.
So I have that going. Okay. Bonus action. Spend a key point for Step of the Wind to disengage.
Okay.
I can run away.
The ogre and the Black Viper are both like, hey.
Sunspot's gonna look over to Solaris, give her hell, and then
I intend
how far
to.
away is the pit?
The pit is pretty much right next to you, and
Okay.
then it's 60 feet down to where Lilia is.
Oh, shit.
I jump down the pit,
Okay, yeah, you can do it.
and as I'm going, I use my reaction slow fall to cancel out up to 65 points of fall damage.
Oh, I don't even know that you could take that much, so yeah, I'm not gonna roll.
So then I land.
All right.
Can I scoop up Lilia?
Sure you can. You land next to Aralee, who I believe flew down there.
You technically
Aralee's like
haven't used-
halfway down, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
No,
I
Aralee
was-
got to there. She
I
got to
got-
Lilia.
I got there.
She
I just
didn't
couldn't
have the
pick her up.
actions
up.
to
Okay,
do
okay.
anything.
Yeah.
So you jump
All right.
down, land on the toxic sludge. You will take, when you land on the toxic sludge, that is a thing. I believe.
I like the image of Aralee landing next to her and being ready to scoop her up, and Sunspot
Superhero landing.
Sunspot just, boop, hi.
Take 13 poison damage, I believe. Sunspot.
I swear to God, if you
I'm
unconscious.
still standing.
Okay.
As you just get.
That honestly would have been
No,
it would have been terrible, but really funny.
I
at the same
remembered
time.
the max that the acid damage could do, and I knew I was going to be okay.
Nice. All right, excellent.
So I land, I scoop up Lilia, give her a little shake to get any acid off.
So as you do that, you realize it is like sticking to her. You can make me a nature roll if you'd like.
I'm terrible at those, but sure, why not?
I'm trying to figure out why Sunspot jumped into the trash pit after Aralee jumped into the trash pit.
That's only a 10.
That's actually exactly what you needed.
Oh, cool.
So you are able to tell that you can clean off this toxic slime with either water or alcohol.
Do I have any of that? I could make water brew.
I will say there is a member of the party whose turn is right after yours and the enemy's, who is well known for having a large bottle of alcohol.
Okay, and then for my action,
suggestion: save action, hold action to take my water bottle. I'm coming down next.
Or do
Well,
the
no.
Tron thing and just hold her in the air, and Kumar just
No,
pours
no.
it down.
Please just hold your action. I have something planned.
Oh no.
What action to hold, though?
The use item action.
Okay.
hold on. What's the initiative again?
I'm right after.
Okay,
I'm right
so you're
Lilia.
before. You're
I'm
before.
right
Lilia.
before Lilia. Yes.
Okay,
that's
because
why
that was
I'm
what I was
saying.
concerned about. Because I was going to use my action to spare the dying to
'Cause you
stabilize
and-
her.
You and I, yeah, it's either you stabilize her or she starts taking damage again, right?
Yeah,
Spare the
as
dying
long
would
as-
actually be a good idea, just because it would reset the clock.
It would reset.
That is true.
Yeah, that is
To
true.
reset the saving throws.
That is
Mhm.
true. Actually, that's a better idea. I'm still coming down there. Don't worry.
I mean, that's fine. You can still come down. So then, yeah, action, spare the dying to stabilize Lilia.
Okay. Still
And
has
then-
slime on her, but
Shit.
she's stabilized. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Scott.
No,
Scott?
just this whole
Oh,
situation.
okay. Okay.
Okay, then that is my full turn.
All right. So, on the enemy's turn, I have a whole thing written down that I had planned.
They're going to start
All
throwing
right.
things down the pit at us.
All right. So, Black
Whoa!
Viper has
Is that the
disadvantage.
Black Viper? Oh wait, I met you earlier.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So, Turbulence comes running out of the kitchen first off, and slams the door behind her and says, "Miss Wormriddle's coming. Everybody, act natural."
Are you freaking kidding me?
And then she fires an Eldritch Blast at the ogre zombie,
This might as well happen.
and she missed. All right. So the Eldritch Blast just like fires across the room and just like hits the wall next to you, Kumar. Then the ogre zombie is going to turn around, looming over Solaris, and go "Roar," slap at you. Multi-attack. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, that's not very good. That's gonna be a 14 and a 15 to hit you. I didn't think so. So this big ogre zombie just swings its morning star, misses both times.
I don't even look away from the viper.
Oh, that's badass. Too badass. All right. The
I'm gonna
Black
die now.
Viper is going to spend her action. Oh, should she though? Yes, she'll spend her action to do all 3 attacks on you since you're right there, and she does not like you talking about her like that.
What?
Okay.
So now I've seen her actually doing shit. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So
She's like, guys, what's going on?
first attack with sneak attack is 21 to hit.
With sneak attack, huh?
Uh-huh.
That'll hit.
All right.
Okay, dodge.
Oh yeah, no, don't
Sorry.
worry. I am the best rogue. I do uncanny dodge.
Oh, hate it. All right.
And that 20 my uncanny dodge.
That will be. Oh, actually,
Actually-
hold on.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Ooh.
Scott, you're really like emoting today.
I know, because
Right?
this is tense. We're like a circus. We're intense. If you don't uncanny dodge, I can hurt her really bad
Okay.
as
So
a reaction.
It's fine.
first attack, you're gonna take 25 piercing.
And that's already halved?
No, that does not have.
Okay, so 25.
And 32 poisoned as
So,
her purple worm piercer sizzles with poison.
all right, so 25 plus
31.
30, 57?
Yes, yeah.
So 28.
28.
I can still math. Go me.
Nice, very nice. She has 2 more attacks though.
Oh, that's fine.
Bam. Oh, okay. So that's gonna be 26 to hit. Which,
Well, yeah, that'll hit.
yeah. Okay, and then
Luckily, she can only sneak attack
this one does
once
not
per
hit.
turn.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunate.
You can only uncanny once per turn, too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a 12, so that's not gonna hit. So she hits a 2. Stab, stab. All right. Let's see. You're gonna take 25 piercing on that attack as well.
Okay.
Then she's going to use her bonus action to disengage. And
What?
just run past Kurayami down the hallway towards the communal showers, and you just hear the door like to the showers slam behind her.
I'm trying to math out where, because didn't you say that the 2 exits are, I'm blocking one, it isn't turbulence in front of the other?
And then there's a third.
Oh,
that
there's a
goes-
third.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one goes to the kitchen.
Because we came in like a secret
Yes.
entrance or something.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah, you came in the secret
tunnel.
to the south side. Yes. So that's what Black Viper does. To disengage. She's like, this doesn't mean you're the best rogue.
Oh, Aya gave us 50 bits and said avenge me.
Oh,
You're not dead yet, Aya.
There's nothing to avenge.
Oh,
You're alive.
Shit. And she got over 100% on my tributes to the duck god. It's finally reached its threshold.
Oh,
Hey.
oh no.
I'll leave it up to you what that means, because you're the DM for this game.
Oh gosh.
The god of ducks has
really
been
into that.
sated.
It means we all get full health.
You know what? I'll give all of you advantage on a roll.
Cool.
This yeah. Just any roll you want. Who
Okay.
care?
And then I
That'll
gotta,
give me sneak attack.
and I gotta reset the bar.
Oh,
This-
for now. For right
yeah.
this session. Yeah. All right, and then so
The duck god need to feed, she says.
there's also someone else in this room who none of you can see because they're invisible.
Nani?
Were they within 10 feet of me?
I was just gonna say, I believe they would be, yes.
Oh, I know they're there.
So you know that there is a humanoid figure. You would assume, you're smart enough to probably figure it out. It is the necromancer who is with the Black Viper when you saw her, coming this way.
Hmm. I
Uh,
wondered where he might have gotten off to.
yeah. And he says, not so fast. And he is going to cast a spell. I need everyone to make me Constitution saving throws.
Oh, God. I'm
Everyone?
terrible at
Even
this.
us in
Yes.
the pit.
Even the people in the pit?
Yes.
Dang it!
It's 60-foot radius.
Mm,
It's a very big sphere.
me no like it.
So actually,
I'm gonna
Like
use
that.
Indomitable because
I'm going to use my advantage.
nice.
I got a
can
dirty
use my
20.
time bandit feature.
I got a 25.
I got a rock. I got a 10. Oh,
I didn't really need it,
11.
but okay.
Okay.
I got an 18.
18.
I got a 17.
17. Okay. So, wow, you guys did good.
Would this
All right.
count as an attack against a creature other than me?
I mean, it is against you too.
I know. That's why I'm like,
Yes. I'd say no.
okay.
What'd you get, Patience?
Dirty 20.
30-20. Okay, you're fine. All right. So, would Lilia still be able to make a saving throw against this?
I don't know, will she?
Yeah, because it's not. I do believe it's not
She's
a dex or like
currently-
a strength based.
Yeah.
She's currently
I think you still
stable.
make con saves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I don't
it's
like that
basically her
phase.
body withstanding. the
Incapacitated
effect.
doesn't mean
Dylan.
that
She
you...
has advantage.
Oh, Dylan.
I rolled on that one.
She
She has advantage.
Dylan.
I rolled a 3.
Oh my god.
Dylan is not allowed to roll for Lilia the rest of the session. Everybody.
So she has one
Banned.
fail now. She's got one fail.
Well, we don't know what happens yet,
All right. Let's see here.
right?
Yeah, you haven't I haven't rolled the damage yet. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So everyone who failed, which I believe is Lilia, Yami, Aralee, and Mr. Yucky, the kitchen cook in the other room,
Lord.
all of you take 27 necrotic damage,
Ow.
and everyone who succeeded takes half of that.
Okie dokie.
That was
So
27, so it'd be 13 for
13.
the half.
Yes. Yeah. As he uses Circle of Death.
Dylan, I'm dead.
You are. Oh.
I had 12 hit points and I just took 13 necrotic.
Well, in that case.
Aralee goes, "Oh, good Sunspot! What the heck just happened?"
Oh, good
Sunspot is
So.
Oh, good Sunspot. Oh no, Sunspot.
Well, you're
All right,
dying.
all right.
You're
Interesting.
dying, right?
Okay. Got it. Interesting. Cool. All right.
I
boy.
I mean, it depends on how Dylan deals with the necrotic damage, though.
Aya pointed
I'll
this
say
out.
it doesn't kill you
Aya?
immediately.
Aya? Really?
Aya.
Really, my dad? Okay, he's yelling at a dog. Don't mind that. Aya,
That's the cook yelling in the
Yes.
other room about getting poisoned or whatever.
you do have advantage against magic. That's true. So that means you have
Hmm.
not used that advantage yet that Dylan gave you. But he still rolled a nat
Yeah.
1 and a nat 3 on your save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triple advantage.
And I was gonna say it's not against all magic. It's against.
No, it's against magic.
No,
Is
it's
it?
against specific, I thought, for gnomes.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it's illusion and.
No, I think it's the. I think
Charisma
it's
and
intelligence, wisdom,
wisdom.
and charisma.
Yeah, here, I'm looking it up right now.
all that shit.
I think
Not
you're right.
con.
I think
we're,
you're right.
we're not
yeah,
D&D nerds over here.
You have
at
advantage
all.
of all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic.
Okay. So
I
you did
knew
use
it,
her
see?
advantage.
All right. So Circle of Death, and he snaps his fingers and he's like, "Crap! If only I had Finger of Death." And then he's going to use Grim Harvest.
Who's
Since he,
this again?
Nihilus Jowd, the invisible necromancer.
Is he visible now after casting a
No.
spell?
He has
No,
great
he's got
invisibility
greater
now.
invisibility.
What a bitch.
Yeah. He's going to use Grim Harvest to heal himself back up. Since he took down Sunspot.
I'm going
Then-
to slice him up.
He is going to also run.
Yeah.
I feel him leave, and I'm like, I'll find you!
You have not? No, you have used your reaction. God damn it! You can't take
Yeah.
an tap opportunity.
He runs after
I
the Black
haven't used
Viper.
mine, but I can't. He's not
Uncanny
probably within-
dodge is a reaction.
Next to you.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
No, that is what they do. And then you hear in the other room, Mr. Yucky just like, "Ugh!" And Mrs. Wormriddle is like, "What the hell was that?" And then Kumar, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Pour alcohol in the hole.
I will, well, I have no, I was going to do something cool, but then everyone ran away like cowards, so I guess it's time
The
for me
ogre,
to just,
the ogre zombie is still there.
but it wouldn't, it's not as cool, because the ogre zombie can actually take what I was planning to do.
That's fair. All right.
I just look at Kumar from where I'm standing and have that look like these fucking cowards. Like,
Jamey.
I just saw Jamie.
Okay. So, I actually don't need to administer a healing potion this turn. So Kumar is just going to run to the edge and just drop her bag down there and just say, "Take care of it."
What am I supposed to do with this?
Potions inside.
Hmm.
And then, Kumar is... I have a question. How does the ogre zombie look injured at all?
No.
Damn it.
Mm,
All right, then, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to start beating on it.
good call.
Hmm.
All right, so first attack is a bite, my bite attack, and that is going to be a 18. An 18 on the die, so 30 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And it takes,
Only as an armor class of 8.
oh boy, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And I heal back for 5.
Oh no. All
And
right.
then my second attack will be with my maul. That's a nat 20.
Oh, okay, cool, excellent.
Oh, hey, D100.
Woo!
Yes, yes. Right.
As we use Xanathar's Lost Notes to everything else.
30.
Adamantium bestseller on the DM's Guild. 30?
Mm.
30, 30.
Is the zombie ogre dropping anything? Or holding anything?
It
For
is a
insult?
Morning Star.
It drops it.
It drops its
Whoa.
weapon.
Okay, the target drops whatever it's holding, and any non-magical objects it drops break.
Ah.
Oh, well, okay. So I'm picturing
I would say it's a
This
-1
Morningstar-
on a Morningstar.
drops, right? And the Morning Star falls and it hits the edge of the trash pit and snaps, and the head goes spiraling down.
Hits
the
some
trash
spot
pit.
right on the head.
Ugh!
Just Sunspot's feet sticking out of the sludge.
I'm gonna roll. Let's see who it is.
No!
Lilia and kills her.
Lilia, yeah.
No!
No! Dylan!
I rolled
Dylan,
a
isn't
D4.
one death enough?
I rolled a D4. It's not my fault.
One boyfriend has killed his girlfriend's character already in the last month. We don't need another one.
All right, so she fails a second death save. Is this fucking Morning Star?
Oh no! And then Jeanette disappeared.
Lost Jeanette.
All right.
It's fine though. We know we're fine because at least we at least have patience to fix this.
Yeah.
I can't fix all this.
You can fix death. You can fix death, can't you?
Oh my god.
It's only temporary.
Yeah.
Heroes
Totally.
never die.
All right. What's your damage on the natural 20?
20. Oh yeah. How do you do the damage dice? for
Double
that, by the
damage
way?
dice.
Double. Yeah.
Double the damage dice. All right.
Yeah.
Minus the chart, it's the same as normal D&D crit.
So 31 points of damage.
Whoa. Wowee.
Aya gave... I don't know if this counts. I would say this counts. Whatever, fuck it. Aya is technically not playing, so I guess it counts. She found a loophole. She gives advantage roll to Lilia.
Oh.
I mean,
Alright.
Lily already had advantage for the next
that-
roll anyway.
That's
So,
true. Yeah. All right. Interesting.
and
Alright.
yeah, that'll be my turn.
You just like whack a huge piece off of the ogre zombie as it's just like ooh. Sadly looking at its Morning Star. All right.
Now it's just a morning.
Yeah.
Now it's just morning.
Oh, funny. It's Lilia's turn next.
Advantage!
See how this goes. Oh, actually, hold on.
You better roll
double check
advantage, I
something.
swear to God.
So, any creature knocked into the pit, fall.
Dylan, if you kill
At the
Lilia.
start of each
Yeah.
of its turns. Oh, oh boy. Alright.
It doesn't matter what you roll for damage.
Yeah, it
Dylan.
doesn't matter.
She takes 1 point and she
She
fails.
takes poison damage from the toxic sludge on her, and Lilia just dies.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
And then the universe collapses in on itself.
And then Lilia, for the briefest moments, sees in the
Hmm.
mists
And I
a
would
little
say,
girl and a little
Oh, no.
raccoon girl. And they both say, I'm sorry.
and then the thread connecting them breaks, and the thread connecting Lilia to Yami and Aralee also snaps.
Oh, we're gonna go with the.
And then
Where's
it would,
Jeanette? Where's
would be-
Jeanette?
it would be Solaris' turn, but Jeanette's not here. Oh my god. All right. So, it's Yami's turn next. Since Yami has a higher dex and patience, I double checked. Yami, feeling that, is gonna scream and also jump down the pit.
And land on Sunspot and
And
crunch
land
him.
on Sunspot.
Oh
Let me see.
god.
Let me see. She has advantage. Let's see. No, okay. She lands fine in the fucking trash pit. She will take fall damage and stuff, but it's like whatever. Oh wow, it's actually a lot of fall damage. Uh-oh.
We
I
all
haven't
stop
been-
jumping down the pit.
I've taken no damage right now. This is
So Yami jumps down to the trash pit and Lilia's just like laying on top of Sunspot now, isn't she? Oh my god. All right. So Lilia will go over and
Did
not
my,
Lilia,
did
Yami
my
will-
body protect her from the poison sludge?
It's already on her.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's right.
it was on
All
you
right.
too. So
So Yami will pull and reach into a psionic reservoir that she has not tapped into before, because I have a psionic discipline I did not pick. I'm gonna pick it right this freaking second. I'm gonna pick psionic restoration and spend 5 psi points to restore life as an action. You touch
My
one creature
God.
died in the last minute and they return to life with 1 hit point. So Yami will use some of her life force to put it back into Lilia and bring her back to life with 1 hit. I would say she's still unconscious because, why not? But she's not dying at the moment. She does have toxic sludge on her though, if it remains on her. Patience, it is your turn next. Absolute chaos. What would you like to do?
In the chat, Lilia got inspired healing. I don't know if that counts or anything.
Ooh, I don't know what that does. Oh gosh.
inspired healing. I forget what that does too. She can on her turn use a hit dice. That's what it was.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah. They can make one of their available. They can use one of their available hit dice to heal as a reaction.
Oh. I'll just do that right now so I don't forget.
Zenwolf CT spent the Quackatrons.
Very nice. So that will give her 5 more hit points. So she's now at 6. All right. Still unconscious because Aya's not here. But yeah. Patience. What would you like to do?
I wouldn't know this in character, but both Black Viper and the Invisible guy went down the same hallway.
Yes. You definitely saw the Black Viper. But yeah.
I could hear. I mean, Solaris made clear reaction of them running past them.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty pissed off.
That's fair.
Go around the corner. How long is this hallway?
I would say it is 20 feet.
Oh God,
And
this is
there's a
gonna be
door that goes into the shower, basically.
how thick? 10 foot?
Were you gonna bust through the door?
No, the hallway. How wide is it?
How wide? I would say 10 feet, yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, up to that amount, so I don't have to make it that full range. Move over to that. Look that direction, put a hand out, eyes glowing white, and the entire hallway is filled with blinding light as I cast Wall of Light as an action. And everything in the hallway needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Holy shit. Okay. Interesting.
'Cause-
Hmm.
So yeah.
Well, unfortunately for Nihilus, he's not out of the hallway yet.
Oh, once he's visible, we're
Wow.
gonna have some fun.
Con save, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 20. This +1.
Okay, he passes, so he's not blinded.
Okay. Well, wow.
And he takes half of this damage. So let me roll the dommage. I don't know why, but this runs really slow on this computer. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not using the D20s. Or the
Yeah, see,
D&D
why would
Beyond.
you use D&D Beyond?
Yeah. So, let's see. That's 4d8, by the way. Ooh, that was a cool effect. For those that heard that at home. 29 radiant damage, and then you can have
Okay.
that.
Wow. All right.
And then he has to make a con save again to keep concentration.
Oh, it's true.
Thank you.
Like I said, if he's visible, he is going to have a very bad day after this.
All right. So it was 29 damage, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, he halved it, so it's 14.
14. Okay.
So it's still
Which
DC 10.
You got a 14 on the dice, plus 1, which is 15. So he maintains concentration.
Okay.
So,
And I head over to the hole, and I'm like, everything okay down there?
Yami shouts up, "No!"
Can I see Sunspot?
I would say no. It's probably too dark down there to see.
Frick. Can I? So I can't see. I have dark vision though. 60 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you like lean over, yeah, you can see him down there.
Okay, then as a bonus action, I'm gonna look at Sunspot again, and I'm like, please don't fuck up this time. And I use healing lights again at the max amount I can do to heal the Sunspot. 4d6.
It's getting really bright in here.
And I swear to
that's
God.
why Sunspots wearing the sunglasses.
Yeah, jeez.
Okay, there we go. Whoa. Whoa. That made up for it. You heal 17.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
I'm back.
I'm back, baby.
Brittany's back, bitch.
Nice. All right. Damn, guys.
Oh. Sorry, I've been crazy with other stuff. Okay. Jeanette's been in the waiting room.
Oh no.
Hey, welcome back.
Hi. All right. So,
Hi, what I missed? Sorry about that.
since you're back.
Everybody died. You're alone in the room.
Pretty much.
PK.
Yeah. So Yami jumped down the pit after Lilia died, and then used a new psionic power to restore her life. And then Patience filled the hallway that the Black Viper and the Necromancer ran down with light, and then healed Sunspot, who's now back up with 17 hit points.
Would you say it's Solaris' turn now? Because we kind of skipped her.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. So yeah, Solaris. It's your turn
The whole
now.
hallway behind you is blinding light.
There's also the ogre still fighting.
There is an ogre zombie here still, yeah.
Kumar's fighting the ogre.
Okay.
But the Black Viper and the Necromancer ran. What will you do?
Down that really bright hallway.
Yes.
Am I next to the ogre? I am, aren't I?
You are, yeah.
Let's see.
He does not have his Morning Star anymore, though.
That's
thanks
true.
to Kumar.
I did hear that before I vanished for a moment. I think. So Sunspot's up, Lilia's up. I'm gonna attack the ogre.
All right.
Yep, I'm gonna attack the ogre.
You have an ally within 5 feet of it, Kumar.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
That's
see
me.
here.
You also have advantage anyways,
It's
if
true.
you wanted to.
Well, I used my advantage on my saving throw.
Oh.
So, but
That's
Oh,
true.
shit. I just thought of this.
yeah.
Mr. Invisible Guy, can we invoke that disadvantage on that saving throw?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, well, it was a 19.
Okay.
Die.
Okay.
All right.
Well, the disadvantage is gone. You used it.
Rolled a lot of 19s. Damn.
All right, I'm going to attack the ogre. Well,
It is not looking good.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Oh no! All right. Ooh.
Hey Scott, you got that natural one chart? I rolled 2 natural ones.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Are you going to spend one of your nat 20s?
Oh no, we're taking this. This is fate. I rolled 2. It's meant to be. Let's do this.
God damn.
Roll D100.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you, D&D Beyond.
This is why I don't trust D&D Beyond.
Don't use D&D Beyond.
That's fine.
This is the anti D&D Beyond dice stream.
Yes.
We are not
26.
sponsored, even though we have the overlay. Actually, I don't think I have the overlay up right now. Screw it. 26?
26.
What weapon were you using?
Scintlemorn.
You hurl it in a random direction and it lands 15 feet away. It
I'll roll
sticks
a
into
Pit!
Yeah.
Then I'll roll a d4.
No, it's random.
It's gonna come down the pit and stab
Right.
Sunspot
The
in the
best-
chest.
No, the best way to
D8.
roll a yeah, I was about to say D8 for a random direction.
Because
All right.
You do
North, south, east, west,
clockwise.
northeast.
One is
Yeah.
north and
Well, I got a 7, so you figure that one out for me, people.
back
Okay. That
would
back from you and slightly to the left,
Yeah. All
which would
right.
be towards the pit.
So-
God damn it!
You have Scintlemore, and you slash and you throw it, and it just like goes through the ogre zombie and like into the door. Into the door to the kitchen basically, and just.
All right, and it will require an action to pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh.
Mm-hmm.
It's real.
Bonus action, disengage. I go to get my weapon.
Okay.
But I know I can't get it till next turn.
Wow. All right. Aralee. It is
Yeah.
your turn.
How many of these people can I hold?
Huh.
You can definitely hold
you're very good
Lilia.
strength.
I think Sunspot's
you could-
actually pretty light,
Lilia, I feel like you could hold Sunspot.
I mean,
but
Yami has Lilia
Sunspot,
now.
Yami does have
Sunspot's
Lilia.
relatively fine now. Relatively,
well,
He's
he's covered in
some
toxic
toxic
You need to
sludge,
clean the
but-
slime off of both of them.
Yeah.
but
that's the thing.
but he is conscious and able to climb up himself.
Okay. Does picking somebody up, is that an action?
Yeah, I would say so, probably.
Fuck.
Why? What do you ask?
You're gonna
I think
activate the
so.
butterfly wings, aren't you?
Well, okay, they're already activated. What I was gonna do, was I was gonna pick Sunspot up, cast Prestidigitation, and then use Dimensional Loop, which to get back.
Just so you know, Callie, also, I have like a bunch of healing pots too. if you
Yeah.
need those.
All right. What's in the bag? I'm just gonna go to the bag first.
Inside the bag, there is the big one. There are 5 healing potions.
Ooh,
Just
wow.
pH once.
Just basic, yeah.
That won't
Damn.
negate the the
Uh,
poison damage. You'll still take more poison
Yeah.
damage than heal.
There's also a water skin in there.
Ooh, the water's gonna be useful. You need to clean them off.
I think you should give a potion to somebody. I don't know which though.
Yeah.
Ow. I mean, here's the thing. The worst that happens is they just get dropped down to 0 again and have to start making death saves.
Yeah.
You actually honestly might want to just pull Sunspot out of the sludge to so that you can just clean him off the next
I
turn.
can get
Yami.
myself cleaned off.
Do you want to ready?
Yami-
Can you like ready an action to help like pole vault you up in the air? Or something? Not pole vault, but you know, like hands to the feet and just throw you up.
Okay,
so
here's
you
what
can-
I'm gonna do. I'm going to can I use my action to help people up?
Sure. Yeah.
Or okay.
so.
So
Have you used action surge?
Make sure.
Use
yes, I
that-
yeah, she
did
did.
last
First
time I
turn.
used action surge. That's why I'm like
I can get myself out of this.
Zen Wolf CT has given an inspired healing to Sunspot. So you can, as a reaction, use one of your hit dice.
Dang, guys.
Cuckoo.
I should say before I forget too, Aralee. At the
Yeah.
start of your turn, you take 10 poison damage from the sludge.
cool. I don't know. Whatever.
I have to remember it's at the start of the turn. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna if I could I have 2 ways of getting out of here,
Mhm.
but I can't give either one to anybody because they're
Mm.
so the best I could do is try to help somebody up.
Okay.
So I will like I don't know, I'll use my action to give support to whoever's climbing out.
All right. Well, Sunspot, it is your turn next, which will take 10 poison damage at the start of.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you're still up, I think so.
Yeah. I saw
What's it
Oh.
like?
7.
This is the wrong character. I don't have protection from poison spell ready on this one.
So
Hmm.
am I on my back so like I have to stand up? I
Yes,
see.
I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stand up. Bonus action, key point, step of the wind, and just to dash and just out of the pit.
Very nice.
As monks. And then for my action, I am going to cast Create Water and make it just rain on myself. Just flash
Sludge.
dance. Just
Wash. The sludge washes off. You are completely clean and a little wet.
And as a free action, I say, fuck this school.
As you say that, the door opens from the kitchen and Miss Wormriddle says, "What did you say?"
I said, fuck this school.
I stop right in front of her, looking at my sword. And
Solaris is right there.
I'm sure the sword is like sticking through the other side of the door anyways.
And you can see, Solaris, that behind Miss Wormriddle, there are two big, buff flesh golems, covered in all sorts of little things. And it looks like they actually are made from pieces of like naughty students.
That is absolutely horrific.
Yeah.
Hi.
And she says, "What's going on here?"
I dropped my sword.
Through the door? You'll have to pay for repairs,
I don't mind doing that. I'm actually rich. Do you know who my husband is?
No, and I don't care. And she sees Turbulence and she goes, "You, of course you're here."
Turbulence was just taking the trash out.
Let me actually
Roll deception.
I could.
Wait, I forgot.
Yeah, you can. And
Because you're the best rogue.
That's true. And Mr. Yucky says, "Yeah, that's the one. Yeah."
Deception.
To help
Let's
you.
see. Well, let's roll that again.
That's fucking teamwork.
That's fucking teamwork.
I quit D&D Beyond. I'm getting my real dice.
Thank you.
Why are you even trying to use D&D
It was a 10
Beyond?
total because I was using the player app in the iPad, okay?
No, it's not worth it. Never worth it. Don't trust any. I never trust any online rollers. They have screwed me too many times.
Roll 20 has rolled better for me.
Miss Wormriddle says, "Yeah, of course she was."
I just shrug.
So Miss Wormriddle, I think it's just gonna be her turn, and I think the flesh golems are just gonna, like, push through the door and like loom in front of her inside of the trash pit room. Enemy-wise,
Ogre.
you guys will hear down the hallway that the Black Viper and Nihilus ran, which is filled with blinding light. You'll hear just like a scream echo down the hallway.
If
And
they're
I
still
think
in the
yeah,
hallway
that's
at the end of their turn, let me know.
Now what?
Nihilus would have definitely run.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
wanna be
thought
up
so.
And then there's the ogre zombie, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna. Kumar's there. He's gonna go after Kumar.
Patience is also there.
Ooh. Let's see.
He's
I'll roll.
precariously
Kumar
leaning over
did
the
just
pit.
take a chunk out of it.
Yeah, I think Kumar's priority.
Yeah. I rolled 2 3s, so yes, Kumar. Okay, so that's gonna be one that definitely doesn't hit, and then one that is 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. Fortunately, it does not have the Morning Star, so it's not going to deal as much damage. That's still going to be 9 bludgeoning damage
All right, so 4 bludgeoning damage.
as he just hits you. And then, yes, that is the end of my turn. So Kumar, it is your turn. Ogre Zombie does not look good.
So who's still all down that pit?
Okay,
Sunspot
who's
ran.
Patience and Sunspot and Solaris are the ones out of the pit. Everyone else is in the pit.
Yeah, Aralee, Lilia, Jamey.
All right, so I shouldn't shove the thing down there, is what I'm hearing.
You could, I mean.
Aralee has a way out, but you don't know that.
I mean, I did see her fly down there, so I definitely know she has a way out of it.
Also
You know what?
pretty big zombie.
Screw it.
All right, let's do it.
I am going to readjust and first use a bite attack. And that's definitely going to hit because it's a 17 on the die.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong dice. That's a D6. I need a D8. 15 points of damage.
Okay. Take another chunk.
And then I will shove it
Oh, all right. Excellent.
like into the pit.
Excellent.
Wait, I get advantage on this because I am strong.
It's true.
You're strong.
I am strong like
How
bull.
strong are you?
27.
Okay, well, that's strong enough.
My name Long.
I got a
Strong man of
23,
Hyrule.
so that's pretty good. All right.
Dylan, I rolled a 15 on the die. That was
Yeah. It's fair. All right, so Kumar, you just like shove this ogre zombie down, and it. Aralee, I would like you to make me a dexterity saving throw, and Yami will make one too. Okay. Oh, Yami made it. Good job,
hey.
Aralee.
I rolled a 1.
Aralee's no good, very
Oh.
bad day.
Let me see.
No more ones today, please. No more ones.
We've had so many ones.
So you're gonna take 16 bludgeoning damage as the ogre zombie falls on top of you. And I imagine like it's a zombie, so you just like are now covered in gore as its body just.
It takes 66 as well from the fall, if that matters. Probably
Yeah.
not.
Well, it's D4s because it's soft, but yeah, it's still alive. It's not doing well though.
Ew.
It's
And then
immune to
Kumar's-
poison.
It is.
And then Kumar's gonna start walking towards where the two cowards ran off to.
You better not end your turn in that hallway.
I won't.
So
Though even if it is a con save, I actually am really good against.
You do need to
cons.
make a con save the second you enter it.
Yeah, I won't enter it.
Solaris,
Hi.
your turn.
Uh,
like
action. I reach past and pull my sword out of the door, smiling. Bonus action. I'm gonna disengage because I don't trust these people.
That's fair. Okay.
So I'm going to disengage, and I'm going to finally go and look into the pit and figure out what the hell is happening inside the garbage pit.
Well, there's Aralee, who looks like she has now, basically, she has impaled an ogre zombie with her body down a toxic trash pit, which you're just hit with like the awful smell. And then Yami is there with Lilia, like cradled in her arms.
How you're holding it? It looks like she's holding her like a gun.
I look at
Fire the
Aralee,
dome.
and I yell down, I think the decapitating works. Don't try this new thing. It's not working for you at all. Where the hell did Lilia come from?
She was down here already.
And a mommy
What are
gnome
you
and a daddy
talking
gnome.
about?
She got ambushed and then got thrown in the pit.
Great.
Miss Wormriddle says, "Fighting isn't allowed!"
We got fought first.
Summons a ruler in her hand and she slaps it against her hand.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that was action, bonus action.
Hmm.
I'm not going to jump into the pit,
Okay.
but you
Probably
see me
not a good
take
idea.
you see me take off the sash that Sunspot had loaned me.
Don't want to get that.
And I have that in hand for next turn.
So it's Yami's turn next. She's just going to use Mighty Leap. However many side points she has to spend to get 60 feet
Will
up.
that provoke from the zombie?
Oh, yeah. I guess
Does it have disadvantage because it's prone? Or is it prone?
Yes, I'll say yes.
Okay.
It got a nat 1. All right.
Hey!
So
Roll
it's
me
good.
D100.
Oh, that's true. Oh, no.
It rips its own arm off.
95.
Oh, fuck.
God.
Sure, that's fine.
Hey, everybody else down there? This ogre's attack is so wild it allows you to have an opening for a melee attack. As a reaction, enemies may make
Right
opportunity
now?
attacks against them.
So
Yes.
Harley's like, now?
Now,
As-
Yami just like launches off the zombie.
As the ogre zombie's like, "Ugh," and it just like shows its neck to Aralee.
Is it just? Is it? It's one attack, right? It's not altering
Yeah.
my attacks. It's just one.
It's
Attack of
a
opportunity.
yeah. Reaction's always one attack.
All right. 23.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay. I should have got another freaking D6 out. 14 damage.
That is yes. All right. So you take your blade and just sort of through the zombie and reduce it to 0 hit points.
Off
Oh,
of
Oh,
its
his head
head.
comes off.
Yeah, its head comes off. Now
She
it's
carves her way out.
Hopefully. Oh wow. 5, 5. So you did 14 damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
would be
wow.
extremely gross, but you could use it as like a hazmat meat suit down here.
You. Oh my god.
Get in the taunt.
I thought they smelled bad on the
Because
outside.
it's large size.
So you slash its head off, and the ogre zombie is still moving with its undead fortitude. It still has 1 hit point.
You need to either not 20 or it needs to fail a saving throw. So it's whoever's turn is next.
And then Yami jumped up. It's patience. Yes, it's your turn. What would you like to do? There's been a scream down the hallway. Miss Worm Riddle and her 2 flesh golem hunks are at the north door.
How far away is she?
And
I'm at the hole. So.
yeah. Oh, how far away is Miss Worm Riddle?
Mm-hmm.
10 feet. And she has the 2 flesh golems, in front of her as she's slapping a ruler against her hand.
This
Very
was a dumb
mad.
idea, but I do not care. I think you need attention, Miss Wormriddle, and I need a Christmas saving throw from her.
You banishing her?
Oh, that's not very good.
She has advantage, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has magic resistance, I do believe. Yes. Okay.
Mm.
Come on, baby. Okay, that's still not very good.
What's total?
18?
My DC was 17. She makes it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, she got to roll a 15. She has +3.
Oh.
So you try and cast a spell on her, huh?
I tried to banish her. And you know what? Actually, wait. Oh, okay. So,
Actually,
can
I have
you
a
use bonus?
disadvantage.
Can you have bonus actions before your actions?
Yes. Yes,
I
you can take a bonus
hex
action
her.
whenever you want.
And I pick charisma, which would have gave her disadvantage, and then I banish her.
So the first roll would have counted on
She
the
would have
on
got
it.
10, which would be a 13, which would fail.
Bye-bye,
Oh.
bitch.
God. Banishment, huh? Okay.
Aralee is gonna get choked tonight real hard by that by her.
Let me see something.
That's actually no, I can't do that.
Why
I can't. That's 2 spells in one turn.
I was gonna say it's 2 leveled spells.
So, you cast Banishment on Miss Wormriddle.
Yeah, so never mind the hex, I guess.
And it fails.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the magic of Undermountain refuse. Like,
Okay, that was the other thing I was worried about. Yeah.
Yes. It's one of the dungeon features. Affects that banished creature to another plane. Instantly fail.
Hey guys, remember that time we got expelled from school on our first day?
To be fair, it's your second day, technically speaking.
I mean, hey, Sunspot's already kind of been through this once.
Yeah, good
So
point.
you're holding Lilia, right? She's visible.
Yami is, yeah. Yami and Lilia both covered in
since-
toxic slime.
Since I haven't used my bonus action, I'm going to use the last of my healing dice pool to heal Lilia.
Oh, nice. All right.
Heal the baby.
She's healed.
Let me,
Her
let me
eyelids.
roll.
Not to,
Thank you, Black Lives Matter dice. You are awesome. 15 heal.
oh, wow. Nice. All right. Aralee, it's your turn after that. You are at the bottom of the pit. And there's an ogre zombie who's headless, just sort of like, you know, writhing around down there.
Just leave the trash down where it belongs.
He wouldn't be the nastiest thing that's down here, I'm sure.
Don't worry, I have some friends for him.
Oh no.
No, I should.
Keep the head as a souvenir.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna
Fly out.
I'm just like the toxic sludge will get it, I guess. Then, I fly out and I don't fly out. I
Nope.
use dimensional loop
Oh,
to go 60 feet, so I don't use my action yet.
very nice.
And then I'm
It's
like
just wildly swinging down there.
I'm like
It's blind too, if that
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
not doing good.
where are they?
I point towards the light hallway.
Okay.
I think with that hallway's kind of like the hallway in Resident Evil.
So what's gonna happen to me if I go through this hallway?
Con save, right?
Well, if immediate con save,
Mm-hmm.
if you make it, you only take half the radiant damage. If you don't make it, you're blind and you take all the radiant damage. And if you end your turn there, you gotta roll again. And it's 20-foot long hallway.
But if I fly through it,
You
Yes.
still will
Well,
You'll
take
you'll
the
still have to
initial.
make one con save because you entered it.
okay.
Are you willing to take the risk?
What is my con? This is not the right character.
Miss Wormriddle sees you fly out of the trash pit and says, "She's not trash. Though she certainly smells like it and looks like it."
Oh.
I do.
Oh.
I don't give a shit. I'm trying to find the assholes that hurt my friend. So
Miss Wormriddle's not happy right now.
When is she ever happy?
That's okay. That's fair.
I'm going to use is it a bonus action? Yes. Second wind
Okay.
as my bonus action to heal myself a little bit. Oh, good. It's 22. I rolled max. Awesome. Nice. Oh, I just put damage. For God's sakes, Callie. And then I'm going to fly through and try to find the Black Viper.
Okay.
Con save 17.
Okay. I rolled an 18 on the dice and it's +8, so
Okay.
it's 26.
So
Alright.
you're not blinded.
It wouldn't matter if I was anyway.
That's true.
It would have been 18, so you take 9 radiant.
Cool. I'm at 90 hit points.
So, Aralee,
Oh no, you're almost dead. I better heal you.
fly down through the blinding hallway and reach the other side, which is the communal showers, which you find that this room is filled with blinding fog at the moment, as the showers are all on and filling the room with steam.
You have blind
Is
sense,
the,
though. Does she sense anything?
I have
How far is it? Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, I have blind sight. I have blind fighting. I don't have blind sense. But wait.
It's the same thing.
Within range, you can effectively see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if you're blinded or in darkness. Moreover, you can see an invisible creature within the range unless a creature successfully hides from you.
All right. Well, you don't see anything invisible or anything. However, I will say that you do hear over the sound of the showers going. You do hear like a somewhere in this room.
Okay. Is the flying is my action, right?
would be
Yeah.
your movement,
yeah,
is
this
it?
would be.
It,
Well, you
it's a
were already
Well,
flying.
you used the dimensional loop, I thought.
What was the dimensional
Yeah,
loop? Was that a
use-
bonus action?
it's not even an action. It's just a.
Then
it's just,
then
then
it's
you
a
still have
free
your bonus action and your action. No, you used your
Well,
bonus
I
action
used my
for
bonus
the
action
yeah.
for. Okay.
Mhm.
Um.
Yeah.
So you have your action.
So yeah, you have your action. Yeah.
So using my blind ability, can I see or can I feel where this voice is coming from?
Sight beyond sight.
Yes. So it appears that there is a person laying on the ground in a puddle of their own blood, which is, washing away down into the drain.
Who is it?
You don't know.
It is
you can't
driven.
see it.
It is I'll say it's
This is
driven Freth, the drow wizard who Solaris was playing Sturge darts with earlier, and who Lilia has bonded with over conjuration.
Oh.
Oh shit.
He's still groaning. He's like, oh,
He needs a patience stat.
and he's naked because he's in the shower.
Oh good.
He needs a patience stat.
Oh, good.
Laying hands.
Can...
Clear.
You still have my bag.
You
I
do.
do have the bag.
Do you use an action for a potion of healing?
I will take a potion of healing out of the bag and give it to this man.
Slam dunk it on his head.
All right.
Chug.
You help it down his throat, and he's like, oh, thank you. There's something in the steam. I couldn't see it. It snuck up on me.
Can't read it, Scotty.
I know. I'm waiting for it to focus.
There we
There
go.
you go.
Do you
Very nice.
do you want to roll the d4s, or should the DM roll? Or
I'll roll.
Okay.
there we go.
8 hit points.
Nice.
That's not enough to bring him up to full, but he's pretty close. He didn't lose that many in the first place. He just got bad slash.
It closed up the wound. Even back some
Mhm.
blood magically.
Yep. All right. So Sunspot. That would take us to your turn. You are freshly cleaned. Miss Wormriddle is standing at the door with her 2 flesh golems. She's slapping a ruler against her hand. And Aralee flew down the hallway where it's filled with blinding light, and there was a scream that was heard after the Black Viper and Nihilus Jowd ran down that way.
I'm going to walk over to the edge of the pit
Mhm.
and just drop a searing sunburst down there
All right. It doesn't even have to roll.
at full power.
There's a
Yeah,
flash
no
of
matter
light.
what, it's gonna.
Ogre zombie dies. Poor guy.
It was barely hanging on by its own death.
Headless, just.
And then he's just gonna turn around and just cross arms and just look at Miss Wormriddle like, what? As there's just a column of radiant light just shoots out the trash pit.
I like to think she because she's got the big witchy nose. She does the genie nose wiggle thing.
All right.
Just
she is going to
Banish patience.
well, it
It
won't work,
work,
unfortunately. Yeah, she's definitely targeting patience. I mean, that's a given. I need you to make a wisdom save, patience.
Oh, I'm good at
She casts
those.
She wiggles her fingers and casts a spell.
I'm so good at those.
You see her eyes turn black.
9.
She says, I'll show you what for. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks as you are sickened. You feel your eyes sting.
I don't know why,
And yeah.
but just the sight of you is making me sick.
What? And her flesh golems, they're gonna crack their fingers and basically ignore everyone else as she orders them to go attack patients. Which I believe nobody's next to them, are they? No. So we'll just walk over there and do a little fun on patients.
16 is the armor class.
Okay, well, first attack is a 19 plus 7, so I
Okay.
assume it hits.
Okay.
All right.
I'll roll my con save for that one.
That's 8. Oh, sorry. 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and I definitely passed the con save.
Second attack is a 17 plus 7.
Yep.
So, oh wow, that's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and I got 15 on the concentration, so still up.
Excellent. First golem comes up and slams you. Second one comes up and goes. Oh, that's a. All right. Well, rolling on the critical fail table. A 61.
Oh,
natural.
close. In the process of executing its attack, it trips and moves back 10 feet and falls prone.
Oh my god. All right.
Please set it down the trash hole.
Yeah. All right. So it swings, first attack, and I just imagine Patience like steps out of the way and it goes, and yeah, falls like onto the trash pit. I'm gonna make a dex save to see if it catches itself. Yes. So basically, this flesh golem just like on the trash pit. Oh my god. That's what they're doing. The Black Viper and Nihilus are
Redacted.
doing their thing, redacted. Driven Freth just sort of like thanks Aralee and he's like, I think I can get on my feet. And you can see that, yeah, the wound across his chest has healed. And he's like, no, I need no help. I am a son of House Freth.
Did you see where they went?
Says, no, the steam is too thick. I didn't even see my attacker.
But if the steam is so thick, wouldn't it clap and give away its position?
I think. Such luck.
I mean, he has a solution to the problem of not knowing where they are. He is a drow.
Well, it's true.
I know the drow well.
Kumar,
So,
it's your turn after that.
so to help the dumbass who attacked the teacher or go after the dumbasses who attacked. All right, I'm going to roll a con save.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
All right, that is an 18 plus. That is a 29 for my con save.
All right.
So I take whatever half damage of
Radiant energy. Yes.
Oh,
Charge.
let me.
Scotty. It's you, yeah.
I was like, wait,
Through the
what?
wall of light.
I'm like, who's doing radiant damage? I'm like, oh, you're going through the wall. You never specified.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was 20, so you take 10.
All right. I am almost at 100 HP now.
Oh.
And you're not blinded, so it's fine.
And I'm not blinded, so I still have 20 feet of movement when I get in there.
God.
All right, so I'm going to roll a perception check then.
At disadvantage, as there is fog everywhere.
I'm going to use my advantage to cancel that out.
All right, go for it.
I got a 19, so...
A 19. Wowee. Okay.
So an 18 total for
So-
perception.
You can tell, Aralee and Driven Freth, you can hear them. You can also hear with your preternatural barbarian senses what sounds like someone going down the hallway to the dormitories. You can also hear what sounds like one person going down the hallway that connects the showers to the locker rooms. So there's two people going to the dormitory, one going to the locker rooms.
I'll probably go to the dormitory.
Okay. All right, so you...
And Kumar just looked at RZ. Go to the locker room just to be safe. Someone's there.
Got it.
All right. Solaris, it is your turn. You have retrieved Sentinel Morn from the door, and Miss Wormriddle's flesh golem goons came over to attack patients. One of them punched him, and the other totally missed and
Missed.
is now hanging over the trash pit, while Miss Wormiddle is just like, "You
So-
are gonna get worse than detention."
So you're saying that Flesh Golem's prone, which would mean her melee attacks would have an advantage.
Something like that, yeah.
I look at the one holding onto the edge of the trash pit.
I like to think he's like shaking his head, and then like Solaris like pulls up the knife, and he's like, and shakes his head
Not
more,
even.
and then he nods his head. She nods her head and just stabs.
I just stare at
Shakes
him.
his head and one of the threads come loose, so it kind of like moves a little bit too far.
I say, let go. I cast command.
Oh my god. All right. What does it have to make? What are we doing
It has
here?
to make a
Wisdom.
wisdom saving throw.
Flesh golems, well known for their wisdom.
This is
Watch,
a good
it'll
question.
make it though.
Is this a double check? I'll roll the wisdom real quick. And then I gotta check something to make sure.
Oh, is he undead?
No, he's construct.
No, actually, he's not.
Okay.
He understands language,
Yep.
and
You don't need to
Yeah.
understand command, actually.
interesting. All right.
You have
Well,
to be able to
it
hear.
says it has to
Mhm.
understand a language.
Yeah, so you understand a language.
Mhm.
All right.
A language, though.
And
How'd
this
he
isn't a
do?
charm effect,
No.
so yes, it got a 6.
Great.
Ooh, splash.
Oh, sorry, it has magic resistance. I get advantage. Okay, well, that's worse. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Oh! Flesh Golem just.
Why?
I
what is it?
side eye. I side eye his mistress
Oh.
and just smile. And then
You know how
I-
long that took to put together? How many students' bodies I had to use?
you are sick and twisted. And then I'm going to
Thank you.
run. But I'm not going to go through the brightly lit hallway because I don't know what the hell that is. I run 40 feet toward the door that heads back toward the supply storage room.
Okay, yeah, you can.
And then I
easily
bonus
get to that
action
hallway.
I bonus action dash to go another 40 feet.
All right. So you
And
run.
I'm like full listening, like I'm bolting. I want to try to loop around and I'm just listening for any sound of the people who ran away. I'm trying to cut them off at the pass. I know there's other ways they can go, but I'm at full tilt run.
All right.
Ooh.
So you run back through the illusory shelf into the storage room where there are the two spectators who are like looking at each other like, "You let him get away. Come on, Lenny." It's like, "It's not my fault." And they turn their eyes back towards you and say, "You didn't have a pass."
You will never believe what is on the other side of that wall. You should totally go take a look.
In a book, Reading Rainbow.
Ooh. So Lenny's like, "Yeah, it's a good idea." And the other one like slaps Lenny with an eye stalk and says, "Idiot, we can't leave this room."
Oh man, you're missing out. I'm
Lenny's
still
like,
running as they say
"Oh,
it.
come on." So you're basically able to get like halfway through the storage closet that they're in.
Mhm.
All right. Yami's next. Yami's
Yami's holding Lilia.
she has Lilia, that's right. And she's gonna take poison damage. Okay. All right. What does Yami got going on here? Yami is gonna run through the wall of light. That's
With Lilia?
with Lilia. Let's do it. Let's fucking
Don't
go.
hurt
Is Yami just trying to kill Lilia again?
All right.
Taylor just wants to
I
kill
end
Lilia.
concentration on the wall.
Lily.
Oh, now
okay,
you
sure.
let concentration on the wall.
I was saying Lilia made the saving throw, so she don't want to take half. All right, so you end concentration, and Lilia, Yami runs through with Lilia, and we reach the showers, which have water going, so they both get cleaned off of the toxic sludge. All right, excellent.
Excellent.
Lilia actually is like at like 2 hit points. So, all right, excellent. And then Patience. It's your
Sunspot.
turn.
You want to do
Yo.
this? Looking over at the hag and the flesh golem.
Headmaster would be
Sunspot just
happy
looks at
about
all
this.
his like acid-eating clothes and all the blood. He's like, I don't have it in me.
Okay, I'll hold him off.
What if you're smart? You're trying to hold them off, huh?
Mm-hmm. And I put this out. You fist bump. As you fist bump, I cast Sanctuary on you. That's my bonus action.
Nice.
Nice.
And I move up to Worm Riddle with my summoned war pick that I've had this whole time, and I attack twice.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was an out one. That scared me so much. Oh, fuck. Okay, it wasn't.
After that epic speech, you did not want that one.
Actually, we're high enough level that might actually hit. 15.
15. A 15 will not hit.
Okay.
Bounces off Miss Wormriddle's gnarled skin.
How about an 18?
An 18 will hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm the Iron Wheel Disciplinary Officer of Dweomercore, you foolish tiefling! I hate tieflings!
And then you...
Oh, my eye!
And I hate
He's
fiends.
a goblin.
Oh yeah, you're a goblin still. Whatever.
And I
Smell
hate
the tiefling on you.
and I hate fiends as I smite with that hit at second level.
Oh. Here comes the pain.
Okay, so she takes. Wait, is this not marked as a packed weapon? Give me a second.
Oh, you have
It is
disadvantage,
not.
by the way. Remember.
Ooh, good point.
Yep.
Let me re-roll that one. It was higher that time, so.
Okay.
Then I'll re-roll damage because I totally forgot what I just rolled.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't have it marked as a packed weapon, so I should have had actually a +1 on top of that. Oh well. Doesn't matter really.
it doesn't really matter.
9 magical piercing.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I'm trying to remember exactly how smite works. So smite, it's 2d10 at first level, right? So it'd be 3d10 at second level. But because she's a fiend, it's another d10. So it's 4d10, right?
oh, come on.
Yes. And then I also have my Celestial Warlock ability, which allows me to add my Charisma modifier on top of all that.
Happy day.
The 32 radiant damage.
Miss Wormriddle howls in pain, and she says,
Oh, you may be a bodyguard, but that just means I don't have to go through the trouble of expelling you.
That's my turn.
Aralee, it's your turn. You are in the showers with Kumar and Driven
Kumar's
Fred.
gone. Kumar moved 20 feet out of the room if
Damn.
she could. Because I have
All right.
40 feet of movement.
All right. So Kumar has
Barbarian,
gone through the
baby.
door into the dormitory hallway. What would you like to do?
I will go where Kumar told me to go and go into the locker room.
Locker room. All right. So you out of the steam through
Mr. Knight.
curtains. Bless you.
Thank you.
Through some curtains, and see that there are. You don't see anyone in the locker room as you come in. I'll say for posterity's sake, I just rolled an at 20 on something, but
Oh,
you know.
and with hang on a second. And even with my blind fighting ability, I can't
Nothing.
sense anything.
Nothing in here. Not that you can see, not any sense.
Would she be
They're
able to
hiding
roll a
from you.
perception check with that?
Can-
It would take your action,
I-
though.
Yeah, but it's better than getting like backstabbed, I think. So I'm going to roll a perception check to see
Sure.
who is in here. And with that, it would be a 13. Wait, would I get advantage because of blind fighting or?
No, I'd say it's just
Okay.
a straight roll.
So a 13.
Okay. Yeah, it's done in there.
Come out, you coward.
All right. So say that, and Sunspot, we're back to your turn. Patience has gone up and stabbed Miss Wormriddle with a war pick, and she's just like, Kumar and Aralee and Jamey all ran down the hallway to the showers, and Solaris ran back toward the storeroom. So it's just you and Patience in here, with a flesh golem down the pit, flesh golem right next to the pit, and then Miss Wormriddle standing there in the kitchen doorway with Mr. Yucky the Oinoloth standing behind her.
Go! I'll hold her off!
Because Sunspot's having a conscious moment. Because he's like, oh.
Get that invisible spellcaster. I think
can't
they're
see
the ones. They went down that hallway that I just undissipated with light.
It's true. It sounds like showers, and you could use a good shower, says Tierlai.
As you're just covered in
Okay.
poison. Oh, speaking of which, did you roll that?
Oh, that's right. Yes, thank
No,
you.
I'm not in it anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he
no,
put-
no,
Oh, you
no,
Because
cleaned
I
it.
cast create water.
That's
Right.
right.
Yes.
I am so sorry.
Put a rain cloud
Right.
above his head.
Yeah.
You almost made me roll poison. That's right.
No,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, you're
I'm
good.
so sorry.
You're good.
So I was gonna look. Sorry, patience, and I'm going to start running the hallway.
Excellent.
55 feet.
Got it.
Where's that get me to?
That'll get you into the communal showers, and you can see that. I would say probably on this turn you see Aralee runs out towards the locker room, and you can hear Kumar going towards the dormitories. And Driven Freth the Drow is in here as well, and he's like, they went that way and that way.
Okay, and then bonus action, step of the wind to dash into the locker room. I'm going to chase
Okay.
after Aralee.
So Aralee, Sunspot comes running in after you.
There's someone
Soaked
in
to-
here.
Boom.
So it's like the person's invisible, right?
I don't think they're invisible.
Total cover because of the water.
They're high.
Wait, I thought in the locker room.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, then
They
I don't
might
know.
be invisible. Who knows? I don't.
Okay. Either way,
It might
so
be
it's
like
gonna
Pink Panther's sidekick and just pop out of like a very unconventional place out of nowhere. Just haha.
Well, either way,
Mm.
gonna grab Tierlai, spend 3 charges, polymorph into an adult bronze dragon.
Oh my gosh! All right.
Just like
Oh,
Do you
Jesus
so
Christ.
suddenly the lockers in this room just like are pushed
he doesn't
aside
even care.
as a dragon appears, and Aralee, I'm gonna say, just given the size of this room, Aralee, you are on the back of Sunspot the dragon.
Okay. How's everything
And-
going over there?
Rawr, rawr, rawr.
No, I can talk in common.
I know. Just joking.
So you may want to go back to the trash pit. Patience is taking on Miss Wormriddle by himself. Just tossing that out there.
Hey. Okay. Take care of this asshole dragon person. You're great.
Sun Dragon.
Anyway.
Dragon.
By the way,
Sun dragon.
And I
remember you have Sanctuary on you.
know.
So you're an adult
And I know I
dragon
probably
with Sanctuary. Oh, fuck.
so I use like all my stuff, but is there any way I could do a perception check? Because I do have blind sight.
Ooh, okay.
I have
Uh,
60 feet of blind sight.
60 feet. Oh my god. All right. So with 60 feet. Let me see.
I also have 60 feet of blind sight, and I didn't see you.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Okay.
With blind
right.
fighting.
Holy
No,
shit,
blind
that's a lot.
fighting's
All
10
right.
feet.
Blind
it?
fighting's
So-
blind fighting's is not that much.
All right.
No.
Yeah, only
blind sight's 10
dragons,
feet.
I think, get anything close to that.
All right, then 10 feet. 10.
Okay.
Never mind.
That's
I was
more
looking at
reasonable,
something
alright.
else. I was looking at something else.
So I would say, Sunspot,
Mhm.
you sense with your blind sense that there's someone walking down the hallway that is just north of the locker room, and it seems like they turn right and then go into the dining hall, and then they leave your sense.
Okay.
Just pokes his dragon head out in the hallway and breath attack.
Yeah, I can't do that yet, but
I know.
Just Wormriddle's turn next, as well as Turbulence, who is in there with you, Patience,
And the flesh golem that's with her.
and Flesh Golems. Yes, it's true.
Everyone gang attacks Patience.
Turbulence. Yeah, I thought she would.
dare her. I dare her.
She says, "You better be glad that I hate her more than I hate you." And she's in an Eldritch Blast. It's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Wow, wait. She really does hate her.
What about that D100?
Yeah, that's a 98.
Oh my
Ooh.
god. Oh
Isn't
my
that good when it's the
god.
crit?
Yes, yes.
No, the higher it is,
The higher
better
it is,
because
the
I
more
always get it
extreme.
backwards.
Damn.
Both with crit hit and crit miss, the higher the number, the more extreme it is of that.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I thought it was flipped for
Ow.
miss for some reason.
Okay,
should be.
so the attack was made with a spell. So this happens. The magic goes awry in her favor. The magic holds the target in place, and they are restrained until the end of her next turn, which means her next Eldritch Blasts have advantage.
All right. Well, here we go.
This is where somehow somehow Turbulence chain crits Miss Wormriddle.
Hey, she's been waiting for it. Wow.
This is when her theme music plays.
Wow. Okay.
Hero theme starts playing.
So the first attack bloodies Miss Wormriddle. Yikes. All right. Oh, advantage, yeah. Oh, boy. That's a... Yeah. That'll hit. That'll hit, too. Oh, boy. All right.
You get force damage. You get a force damage.
right, so
Everybody gets a force damage.
3 Eldritch Blasts. All slam into Miss
Base
Wormriddle,
cannon is activated.
who is restrained by this attack. That is something. I just imagine, the
The missile's like in stasis, it get glitched in place.
yeah.
See, for me,
exactly.
what I kind of went is just the Eldritch energy just stays on her like electricity.
I like that better.
Also, granted though, I always like, so the reason I call it a base cannon, if anyone's played Baldur's Gate 3, when you cast Eldritch Blast, it sounds like a fucking base cannon kicking up, and it's amazing sounding.
That is interesting. All right. Okay. So Miss Wormriddle on her turn is going to use etherealness to enter the ethereal plane.
Yeah, you better do that.
So she just turns in like a ghost.
She's
and
still
like,
restrained, by the way.
She is. So she can't move, but she's going to point the ruler and say,
Isn't she restrained?
"Get rid of fuck, I can't." That's right.
And we can't see her anyway. She's ethereal.
All right. Well,
We ruined everything for her.
But
Aralee
someone's
will-
been
will hear
teaching
about her
me
anger.
how to fight without being able to see things. Can I sense that she's there with my 10 feet of blind sight?
she's not invisible. She's ethereal, so I don't think so.
Just wanted to be sure.
Let me see. So probably before she casts etherealness on herself, or not cast it, but use etherealness on herself.
Wait, is she
She would
able to go
probably-
into another plane here?
Yeah. Ethereal plane, yes. It is
Mm,
specifically says in the module she can still use etherealness. So yeah. I wondered that as well. she's gonna try and get Mr. Yucky, the Oinoloth cook, to help out her flesh golems.
Ow, she's in the ethereal plane.
Well, before she goes
yeah.
in. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So she got it. And he got a nat 1. So yes. All right. He's like, well, I can't leave the kitchen, but sure.
Close the door.
I suppose I can do that before dinner. So he is going to. You ran right up to Miss Wormriddle. So actually, he could. So as a bonus action, he's going to use Bringer of Plagues first off. So I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, patience.
I have disadvantage, right?
Yes, you do. That's
Wait,
true.
was that a concentration spell that she needs to do, or is that like a saving throw I do every turn?
Oh, it's a saving throw you do every turn. So actually, yes, you can re-roll that. Wisdom.
Wow, I actually rolled really good. Doesn't matter though. 15.
15.
I don't think that's gonna.
15. Oh no, it does. Yeah.
Oh wow.
DC 14 spell save. Yep. So you shake off the eye bite. Yeah. And then
Oh man, my sinuses are killing me. Oh, weird.
and then Constitution save from Bringer of Plagues as Mr. Yucky just.
Oh, sorry. Patience is like, and it's gone. As somebody forced me to dab.
Well. All right. So, did you make the con save?
Yes, that was 15 on the con save, right?
15. That fails the con save.
Wait, you had me roll con save, and then I said 15, and then you said that the save was 14.
Well, that's for her spell save DC against the eye bite thing that you did. So,
I thought this was for the Yugoloth. I thought it was for the Yugoloth.
No.
My bad.
This one's for the Yugoloth.
This one's for the Yugoloth.
Oh, then I need to roll for this still, and I have disadvantage.
All right, go for it. Roll it up.
17?
17 will make it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right. So, Turbulence failed. So she will take damage. All right, she'll take that. And she's poisoned. However, on a successful save, you are immune to his Bringer of Plagues.
The second he does that, I was kind of wanting to kill him from the start. Like, I was sitting out there when he was giving early punishment and stuff, and he was like, he's obviously immune. Reaction.
Yeah.
Because he injured somebody that wasn't me. I used my channel Divinity, and whatever damage he did to her, he takes in Radiant. Actually, he has to make a wisdom save. Sorry.
Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have magic resistance? Yes. Oh, well, you rolled the same thing. All right. So it'd be a 20.
Okay. Then he takes half of that.
Okay. Damn. All right. So he sizzles a little bit. He already took necrotic damage from the Circle of Death earlier. He's that's his bonus action with Bringer of Plagues. So he's going to use his action. I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw, patience.
Oh, sweet. Disadvantage, too.
Oh, no.
10.
I am so smart.
Interesting.
RT.
Yep. All right. You'll take 10 psychic damage.
Okay. Luckily, I'm not concentrating on anything.
Yeah, and your intelligence and charisma scores drop to 1. You can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any unintelligible way, as you are feeble-minded.
I'm still mad at this motherfucker.
Yeah, that is fair. All right.
Patience as a goblin working from complete emotion. Because there's no other thought process. I love it.
My charisma is 1 though, so
it is.
Because I'm not super angry, because that'd be charisma.
Anger isn't charisma. You can have a barbarian who is all about anger, have no charisma.
It's true.
Fair.
Charisma is
Alright.
force of personality, not force of emotions, right?
True.
Flesh golem down in the pit is just gonna try and climb up. Doesn't take poison damage because he's immune to poison. So.
Cool.
Oh wow, wow. Okay, so he got pretty good. So he is able to climb up to the top of the pit and is like
60
lifting
feet?
himself up. Mm-hmm.
He has 60 feet of movement?
Oh yeah, he fucking does.
Jesus.
He's a big
difficult
boy.
terrain, too.
Yeah. And so he can't do anything. That's his whole shebang. However, the other one is gonna attack Patience. Or actually, I'll roll. Let's see. Patience or Turbulence? Patience. All right. All right. So first attack is a 17 plus
Hits.
7. All right. And then the second attack is a 16 plus 7.
Yeah.
Which I guess would also hit. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. So, big boy. It's going to be 19 bludgeoning on the first attack. And then 14 on the second.
Okay.
As this flesh golem just like, swinging around at the behest of its master, Miss Wormriddle. And then Kumar, it is your turn. You were running to the dormitories, correct?
Yep, and I'm going to keep on moving. I'm going to move 40 feet first.
All right.
Do I see anybody in there?
When you get into the dormitory, you do not see the Black Viper or Nihilus. However, you do see sitting in a chair is Sparky Boom Boom, the little goblin who Yami left alone, was supposed to watch. And Cephalosk, the Mind Flayer, is like looming over him with their tentacles just sort of like stroking Sparky Boom Boom's head.
Looks like she's as good at taking care of him as I am. Kumar just kind of calls in. You see the Black Viper, what's his name? I cannot remember his name, and I'm like, Kumar just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, that's Nihilus is very forgettable. That's fair.
Asshole necromancer.
Let me actually. Oh, actually, he's a mind flayer. He says, "Oh, make an intimidation roll, actually, Kumar, and I will give you advantage because you would know Cephalosk is incredibly afraid of you."
It's funny because that is one of the only charisma skills I actually took. That is a dirty 20.
Whoa, yeah, okay. Cephalosk like backs off from Sparky Boom Boom, and you see that Sparky Boom Boom is just fine. And he's like, "Oh, I was enjoying that head massage so much. Did you really have to stop, sir?" And Cephalosk like rears away from you, Kumar, and like hides behind the chair, and then telepathically says to you, "I did sense 2 minds come through here, but they went through and out into the hallway. Where is your master, Oni? Where is Spite?"
He's busy.
Hmm.
And Kumar just kind of looks at Cephalus and says, "You better not be lying, or I'll come pay you a visit later."
His tentacles like.
And she'll head back in the direction where he kind of said they went. So
Okay. All right.
And using
So
my action to get another 40 feet.
Yeah. So basically, you would be able to get all the way through the dormitory then, and then out into the hallway on the south side, which, when you were first following them, they went out this way.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They're running in goddamn circles.
Solaris.
My war pick disappears, by the way.
Okay. Oh, actually, Solaris.
Yeah.
That's right. You're
me.
in there with the spectators. which
I mean, yeah.
totally forgot about. Totally forgot they were there. So actually, it would be their turn first.
I'm
What
not
do
a student. Do I really need a pass?
They say, well, the headmaster said everybody needs a pass to touch school supplies. Yeah.
I didn't touch
Yeah.
anything.
Well, you grabbed stuff and you ran through the
No, I
shelf there.
I ran through the shelf. I didn't grab anything.
That's touching. That counts as touching. Yeah.
It's not really there. You can't touch something that doesn't exist.
Once again,
no, I agree. Her feet touched the ground. She touched things in the room.
Disembodied voice, silence.
That fits in our contract.
Sorry, I was
my
being the
goodness.
other one. I know.
I should have flown through on the carpet.
Right, you are, Lenny.
See, we're listening to the rules because we're floating. We're not touching anything.
It's true. It's true. So, Lenny, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw on your turn, Solaris.
I use my natural 20.
Whoa! Okay, so Lenny fires a confusion ray at you, and it just washes over you. The other one,
I don't have
Minty.
time for this.
he is gonna. I'm gonna roll. Let's see. He's gonna use. I need to make a con save.
I'm gonna use my last natural 20. I don't have time for this.
He tries to paralyze you with his paralyzing ray.
Solaris is having none of this. She's got somewhere to be.
Wow, all right, so it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm now out of natural 20s. Thank you to all those who gave them to me at some point.
Very nice.
All right. All right. I am going to. I gotta scroll up. It's up here. All right. So
I did not expect this whole session to be just like
I love it.
Crazy
Chaos crew. Chaos crew.
Chaos crew.
all right. So I am going to. I still have the sash in my left hand.
You do.
I am going to use my action to activate it. And so it becomes the flying carpet, and I leap on top of it, and it goes 80 feet. So I look at the two little beholder fellows and say, now I'm not touching anything. I am going to fly out the door, and I'm heading through the Hall of Cauldrons toward the hallway to the dormitory.
Very
so
nice.
I go 80 feet.
Damn. So you would basically get to the hallway, and you can see down it that Kumar, comes out of the dormitories.
I only see Kumar.
Yep.
I am going to.
And as you're flying through the Hall of Cauldrons, you don't see anybody like down the north way.
I am going to. Let me see here. I've got some things. Can't do that. That's an action. It's an action to do like a perception check. But my passive is like 23.
Incredibly good, yeah.
No,
Doesn't
my
your
passive
kind of
perception is a 28.
Can't your kind of rogue do like that as a bonus action or something?
I'm looking right now just to be sure.
I could have sworn there's like one class that can do it as a bonus action, and it's like, when would that ever be useful?
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can though.
I thought it was like the detective rogue subclass that you get.
Yeah. No, I don't think I can do it. I get advantage on it for certain reasons, but I can't just do it as a. So I will use my bonus action to dash down the hallway to get to where Kumar is and just say, where is the Viper? And that necromancer son of a bitch.
They went this way according to Cephalon.
And also, I don't know how wide that hallway is, but if I pass by anybody invisible within 10 feet, I will know they're there.
There's no one invisible that you pass.
Okay.
Or you could just like hold out your arm and just.
Oh, I'd love to close. I just hold Scintlemore now.
Do you have blind sight?
No, as a rogue, I have. Oh, God, what the hell is it called?
You have the ability to see other rogues.
Blind sense. I'm able to hear. Rogues. If I'm able to hear, I'm aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creature within 10 feet of myself.
God, we have so many ways to deterring blindness in this group.
Right? I love it. All right, so Patience. It would be your turn again after that.
Wait. What about Yami?
Yami ran to the showers.
Yeah.
And
right. I'll say Lilia. Yeah. I'll say like her and Lilia probably. Okay. Making out because it was a really
making
hot
out in the showers.
Yeah.
Driven breath is just like
breath of life.
Should I leave? Can we talk conjuration, Lilia?
Patience,
not right now. Okay.
Patience is like and he just jumps onto the Yugoloth, and he scratches with his first attack, and he bites with the second attack. I'm not proficient with either.
I love it.
15
15
for the scratches.
Let me see. Oh wow, that doesn't hit. Holy crap!
And then
so you just like,
and then biting.
oh my gosh,
18.
18 does.
And with the
Ooh,
fury of the small, I bite
Ooh.
into his head.
Oh, his gross fucking boil covered head.
Pus and stuff just explodes everywhere as I take a deep bite,
yummy.
and he takes 19 piercing damage.
19. Holy cow!
And I hold on and don't let go. And that's my
Goddamn.
turn.
He goes,
Goblins in their teeth, man.
I'm the cook, not the food.
Oh, wait, can I do anything else as a goblin?
Wow. All right.
When everything else is gone.
Aralee, your turn would be next. You are
Oh.
in the.
Actually,
Oh, yes.
what does this area look like?
So to go jump on him, you would basically be right in the doorway of the kitchen and the trash pit. So basically, the trash pit's just an empty room with like sludge and a pit.
Okay,
The kitchen
after
has a big fire that is the oven that's covered in pots and pans. There's all sorts of stacks of plates and dirty food. There's pneumatic tubes that deliver messages, stuff like that.
after that bite, he like jumps off towards the kitchen. This would provoke an attack if he wanted. I'm on all fours now. I'm a feral goblin. Nat 20?
Roll nat 20.
Of course he did. 300?
14.
I fall prone.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
I was
he's
gonna
gonna-
hide as a bonus action using my goblin nimbleness, but I'm now
yeah, there's a
prone
lot
in
of
the
places
kitchen.
to hide in here.
I'm now prone in the kitchen. Actually, how much movement did I do to get to him?
Oh, not like none at all.
Oh, then I spend half my movement to get back up, bonus action, and I'm gonna hide. I have disadvantage because I'm wearing adamantine armor. Sorry. Oh, wow. 11. So that's my turn.
Okay. You'll also take from his opportunity attack 9 slashing damage
Ooh.
and 26 necrotic damage.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, I'm doing pretty not good.
Gunked up and nasty, plague shit.
Mhm.
He's not washed his hands in this kitchen ever. So Aralee, it is your turn next.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
very bloody. So yeah.
You're on the other side of the showers, I believe.
Yeah. So I still have Expeditious Retreat on.
Yeah.
So I would like to go. When I dash flying, is it 30 or is it 60? So can I go 120 or 90?
I would guess it would be 60 for because you have her fly speed of 60. So when you dash,
Yeah.
it'd be 120.
120. Okay. So is 120 enough to get back into that room?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. What do I see, Dylan?
All right. So you fly back into the room to see a flesh golem, standing there. Another flesh golem climbing out of the pit. The nasty Mr. Yucky standing there. Miss Wormriddle. Well, you can't see her because she's in the ethereal plane. But Patience is just like jumps on, bites this dude, and then jumps into the kitchen.
You're probably just clattering in the kitchen.
Yeah, there's Turbulence is also in this room with the flesh golems and is like, I don't know what just happened. Good to see you though.
Patience
I
was
can't
on
see
all
this one roll.
fours, like Stitch.
You cannot.
Even with the blind sight. Okay.
Okay.
Shit.
No, that's what the hole's for. Oh no, that's for trash. Never mind.
Okay. I am going to just. Can I tell that it was the Yugoloth that hurt Patience, or?
I I wouldn't say so, no.
Okay. Then I will save that for later. I'm going to just attack the
The one climbing out of the hole?
no.
The Yugoloth?
Oh,
Not
thank
yet.
God.
Patience's sister?
I'm-
He's fine with that.
No.
Mm, damn.
I'll attack the Yugoloth. So
Mr. Yucky, no.
I'm sorry, Mr. Yucky.
What did he ever do to you?
He's got small goblin-sized bite in his head.
Ooh, you also have to make a con save for me, Aralee,
Oh,
as you run into this
Okay.
area. Because he is bringer of plagues up.
17.
17 will make it. So
Okay.
let's see. Yeah, you're immune to his bringer of plagues.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fine. I'm
I
gonna
still gotta
hit
finish
Mr.
dinner after this.
Oh, God.
Don't feel bad. You saw what they're making for dinner. You don't get to feel bad about that.
He seems like the most like capable of all of them, right?
Probably, yeah.
Or
Okay.
okay.
I mean, not the most physically capable, but yeah. I mean, overall.
Well, first attack is a 16.
16 does not hit. Slashing
Second
just
attack.
like dodges out of the way.
Second attack is a can't do math. A 19.
A 19 will hit.
Okay. And the third attack.
That's me. Yep, that's mood.
Third attack is a 19. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got the same
Wow.
thing.
So your first
Um,
attack just like bounces off his gross, rotten, plague-ridden skin, and then you with the other two.
Hmm. And with that attack, or the one of the attacks, I'm gonna need him to make a strength saving throw.
Let's see.
Do you have a martial thing? A battle?
That's gonna be an 8 in all.
Okay. I took a feat.
Did 8 do it?
No, it doesn't.
No. All right.
So I get to expend 1 superiority die to add to the total of the damage roll. And also after this, he gets pushed back 15 feet.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think this is a cloud, just two-hand vertical strike. Just.
Helm splitter.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Berserk clang noise.
$32.
32 is pretty good. Okay. So you run in, see patients going crazy, and just wah, wah, slash this this dude, and you knock him back 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right, so Mr. Yucky is like blasted back by your slash, and knocked onto the stove, which has a bunch of pots and pans on it, which all go like flying everywhere. He would take 10 fire damage. However, he has resistance, so it only takes 5. But he's like, as his his apron and stuff just like catch on fire. He's like, no, I have to redo all of this. All right, Sunspot. Hey, we're back to your turn. You're a dragon in a locker room. What would you like to do?
So I've been in this school long enough. Am I going to have any sort of room to move as a dragon throughout the hallways?
I would say yes. The hallways are all basically, big enough for like 2 people to walk side by side, so you could dragon through it.
Would I be able to fly or
No,
go, like,
you would not be able to fly
I
in
just
the
can walk?
hallways.
Okay.
Would this be like difficult terrain or?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
Okay.
You might have a little trouble
Tuck the wings. Just tuck.
attacking like fully, but
Just bite. Don't slash.
fighting would be fine.
Go the Skyrim way. Spite.
Go the Kumar way.
Yeah, so I have
The feral patience way.
I got 40 feet of movement, so I'm gonna start coming after the invisible thing.
4, 5, 6. Okay, that would get you to the dining hall, like inside it. So,
And I just
and then you have 60 feet of blind sight, don't you?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's your passive
So-
perception?
You go. Wow. This is interesting.
Passive
22.
perception is 22,
Wow.
which is only 1 point higher than Sunspot's normal passive perception.
Okay. So you get in here, and you see that Skriana Shadow Dusk, the mean girl with the body of a giant beetle, and she's just got like a mean girl head. She is in here with her Grell bodyguard / attendant, and they are both invisible. Then you also sense behind
Invisible.
the big tapestry of Hallister's 7 apprentices, there are 2 large creatures back there.
Breath attack. Shit out of them.
What would you like to do? Oh, with your blinds, I guess you would also see that there are unseen servants that are, like going around here as well.
My breath attack's a line, it's not a cone.
Yeah, but if you put the line right between the 2, how big
That's
is
true
it?
of you.
5 feet.
That's up to Dylan. Then if it could hit
Would
both.
I be
If they're
able to
like
hit
right
both of
next,
them?
if they're like right next to each other.
I would say you could hit Skriana and one of the creatures behind the tapestry. If you'd like.
Oh, Skriana's not that she hasn't done anything to us yet.
Not
Not
yet, no.
particularly. Not that you know of, anyway.
I mean, she even gave us a hand.
That's true. She did.
She's also shadily invisible in the dining room.
Yeah, because
So-
the school's attacking itself.
I mean, considering literally Lilia just got assassinated, do you blame her?
They don't know about that. Maybe.
Who knows?
They might not know about that one, but this is definitely not the first time it's happened.
This is not the first time. No, not at all.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna hit both of them.
All
Screw it,
right.
The person got it. Gonna open my dragon breath and lightning breath. So they
Wow,
need to
I love
make a dexterity saving throw
DC.
in a DC 19.
TC 19. Got it. All right. Well, Skriana failed. Let's see about what's behind curtain number 1.
Now I know they're invisible, but what is their reaction to a dragon sticking its head in the dining hall?
Mine would probably be peeing myself.
Fair.
You know what? They use some magic stuff that also just a dragon shows up. Hi.
For Skriana, I
The
feel
dragon's
Skriana
head is
would
like
be
this is like almost the size of a horse. So I mean,
You guys don't know it, but Skriana's family has a dragon. No biggie.
mm,
All right. So Skriana failed, and then it was a disadvantage. Is that am I crazy? Am I crazy?
you're crazy.
I'm crazy. Okay. Excellent. All right. So then the other person got a 20.
So they pass, but they still take half.
All right. Excellent.
If it's a flesh
I had to
golem,
make sure
you
I had
just
enough-
supercharged it.
I had to make sure I had enough dice for this. Sense.
I feel the adrenaline pumping. This is crazy.
Oh, I love that dice roll.
That's why I was saying
Okay,
all that
hold on.
stuff earlier in the session.
I got a map. I'm gonna need a minute here.
Fair.
So hey everybody, how's your Saturday going?
It's going pretty well so far.
Oh, yeah.
This is an interesting way to spend it.
Oh, not bad, not
Murdering your girlfriend's character.
bad.
Uh-huh. I brought her back to life too, so whatever. I mean, I'm gonna murder all your guys' characters too. Maybe, who knows?
Man,
No, I'm the
Okay.
best rogue.
it feels
It's not gonna happen.
it feels weird. It feels like Patience watched like Fox News for an hour. It's weird.
So Skriana takes 78 lightning damage, and the thing behind the tapestry takes 39.
She doesn't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's
No.
a vaporize. It's dust.
That was 12d10.
Okay, well, I'll just say she went from 91 hit points to 12.
And then whatever's behind the tapestry took 39 lightning damage.
39. Okay. Lightning. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh, no.
So, all right. So you shoot a line of lightning as you poke your head into the dining hall. Skriana, she just goes like, huh? Her hair just like sticks up at the top of her beetle body. Her Grell assistant, like turns and is like, just a brain with tentacles and a beak. The line of lightning shoots through Arcturia, the butterfly witch on the tapestry.
Oh, that's
like,
just
burns
perfection.
a hole through her and hits a Nikoloth, which is this big four-armed green, like pug-faced Yugoloth who's standing on the other side and just like zaps it. Then the fire spreads on the tapestry and it turns into acrid smoke that coalesces into an Ifrit.
What is happening?
So I think that's where we'll end it for today.
What is happening?
We're
Oh my
we're doing
God.
the thing. You know when you get that really dumb party member in a WoW raid and they just they just run right through the entire thing and aggro everything.
That's everyone in
That's
this
what we
group
just
right now.
did.
So in the hallway, on the flying
Yeah.
carpet next to Kumar, Solaris's ears perk up and go, "What the hell was that?" That's it.
Must have been the wind.
So just to recap what's going on for everybody before we end. Sunspot is a dragon, read the line of lightning, basically roasted an invisible student, turned a tapestry into an Ifrit, hit a Nikoloth that's
Oh,
on the other side.
She's not invisible anymore. She can't be.
Yeah. No, she wouldn't be. It's true. Miss Wormriddle turned ethereal. Patience is feeble-minded and just like a feral little goblin.
With
Mr.
no
Yucky
weapons.
the cook, with no weapons. Mr. Yucky the cook got launched back onto the stove by Aralee. There are two flesh golems that are with Patience's sister Turbulence. Cephalosk the Mind Flayer was just like giving Sparky Boom Boom a tentacle head massage. Yami is cleaning off Lilia with Driven Breath. And then Kumar and Solaris are on the other side of the school, hunting down Nihilus Jowd and the Black Viper, who are just running away.
It's hunting season.
Holy shit.
Dylan, since I freed the free, does that make me its master?
Maybe. That's possible. Who
You'll
knows?
find out next time.
We'll find out next time. Wow-wee.
My favorite will be when
It
it
would
goes,
track for
"Hey,
Sunspot."
Sunspot!"
Yeah, the free's like, oh, release. Oh, hey, Sunspot.
Oh, hey, Sunspot, I know you. I've heard about you.
I recognize that dragon anywhere.
I have your action figure. Squeak, squeak.
Oh my god, could you sign it for me? My kid's back in playing a fire. Love you. All right.
My kid
So-
Aziz.
Would you like a mojito?
Yes, please.
All right. So I'm glad everyone joined us this time. I hope you enjoyed the chaos. We'll see what the fuck happens next time.
Meanwhile,
I don't even know.
Yami and Lily are just making out in the shower.
Yeah, make it out in the shower.
Danger smooches, the best smooches.
So let's go around after all that and do some plugs. Vex, let's start with you. What do you got going on?
Well, next week on Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. EST, we have Saffron Academy, a game that Aya runs, which is a magical school game. It is a blast. I think what are we doing next week? I think we're doing
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
We're doing the holiday that two characters don't know about really,
And one is all about.
and one is all about.
Yep.
Yes.
One is a tiny little elemental incarnation of it.
Mm-hmm. And then on Sunday at 12:30 p.m. EST, we have Starfall Academy, a masks game where in the last session, my character absolutely shattered her legs using gravity manipulation and is now running somehow. There's a reason for it. It's because of her powers. They are really fucked up. And jumped through a portal with the rest of her team to save another member of their team from something. We don't really know what's going on, but my character is in immense pain. That is all for me. And you can find these both at Fraction Moon D&D. I forgot about that.
Yes. Let's go with Jeanette. What do you got going on?
Quiet week. I don't have any streams scheduled for this week. We do everything on the off week, but you can find my stuff on my channel, Uncanny_Adventures, or follow me on Twitter, below to see what's going on. That's what I've got going on right now.
What? Callie, you seem to want to go. What do you got going on?
I was like, everything just fell off. So I was like smiling through the pain. Come on. I was smiling through the pain. Anyway, hi. I'm Callie, Cap Callie on Twitter. You can find me there. I do commissions. I have of reasonably priced commissions for you to check out on my Twitter, which is Cap Callie. I run a game on Tuesday called Unwritten, and it is very sad right now, but they went to a mushroom village last time and met Mark Shroom. It was just Markiplier as a king mushroom, and also Thor as a giant tree, and his name is Reginald. But they're, I just basically took all of their whole lives away from them and set them just on a journey, and we'll see where that journey goes to. That's Tuesday at 8:00 on this channel. Yeah, check it out. Also, I'm going to be selling these pins of my Retroverse character. Ollie, who's a void tiefling, and it says "Stay weird." So if you want to get one of those, I'm going to start selling it soon. Check it out. All right, that's it for me.
Nice. Jamey, what you got going on?
Hi, I'm Jamey. You can follow me on Twitter. As of right now, nothing, but I will be guesting on something at some point, but I'll bring that up when it gets closer to that time.
Very nice. Scott, what you got going on?
Well, later tonight, we'll be continuing our Dark Matter campaign, Mysteries of the Silver Fleet, run by Biff Whalen. And unfortunately, my character will be retiring. Nothing bad happened to her. I just wasn't feeling it. The witch lady wasn't really fitting in with the adventure. She didn't really have any motive for it or anything. So she's going to go on the wayside. And instead, we're going to have a knight from a more civilized age that destroys your green screen.
Hey, we have 2 of those now.
So yeah, that'll be tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Very nice. Also, hey, you can find past episodes of this and other great shows on this channel down below, which I just uploaded episode 2 of our Adventures in Dweomercore, which I didn't realize it was going to get this crazy back then. I was sweet and innocent. But yeah, please go watch those if you haven't.
Crazy is half our name.
Yeah,
I thought it was chaos.
Watch everybody's shows.
Oh, one very important thing too, because
Yes.
Aya just put out a pin recently on Etsy of Hertz, and it is amazing.
$14 US.
I've already bought one for myself.
If you're in the US, it's free shipping. I'm not sure about Canada.
It is. I'll put it this way. I told Aya to just hold on to my pin for me till I see her next. Though she, I think, is sending, because shipping for me was like as much as the pin. Yeah. So international shipping, not so nice. But the pin is amazing. Would highly recommend it.
It is indeed. Yeah. Buy that. Watch shows. Have fun, everybody. And we'll see you next week for whatever the fuck's gonna happen. Bye-bye.
The more the lesson. Make your intelligence checks, I guess. I don't know. Bye.
Goodbye now. Bye-bye.